Good morning. Today I want to cover something called the 80-20-30 rule. By now you've seen the video about the Pareto Principle, the 80-20 rule, and I want to expand on that by explaining the Sugarman Corollary to the Pareto Principle, which we would call the 80-20-30 rule. So by now you know that the 80-20 rule is that the 20% of something produces 80% of the results. So if we look at that graphically, we know that 20% of something will produce 80% of the results. An example of this would be salesmen. If you have 100 salesmen, 20 of those salesmen, the top 20, are going to produce 80% of the results. If you have 100 customers, your top 20 customers are going to give you 80% of your business. Now, the flip side of that is also true. If you have 100 customers, 20% of your customers are going to give you 80% of your customer returns and headaches, not the same top 20% that are giving you most of the business. So you can have an upper 20% that are highly productive, or you can have the lower 20% that raise a person's expenses or difficulties. So what Joseph Sugarman wrote in the Sugarman Corollary is, what happens if you eliminate the offending 20%? So let's take a look. If your bottom 20% is producing 80% of your problems, what Sugarman is suggesting is that you eliminate the bottom 20%. And by doing so, 80% of your problems go away. Now, you will have less business by reducing 20% of your customers, but your problems will go away, and even though you have less business, it will be far more profitable business. And then his postulate is it will increase your productivity or profitability by 30%. As a result, we call this the 80-20-30 rule. Now, this works in a wide variety of places, but if you eliminate the offending 20%, the ones that are causing you the most difficulties, whether it's in business or in life, you'll wind up with being happier and more productive.